Alright, people, my name is Ugochukwu. Today is June 9th, 2026. You see that guy there? He's an actor. I think he's, let me see. I believe he's he's an actor. You see what he says here? Nigerians lambast actor Yemi Solade for backing Buhari-led government on Twitter ban. So let me put that on the reading mode. This is from Sahara Reporter. So there is a video that goes with this. I'm gonna give you the video where this guy was running his mouth. But before, let's read this again. You remember what we read yesterday? Earlier today. You remember this article from Platinum Post? I posted the link to this article in the video I made earlier today. It says breaking. Reverse Twitter ban immediately. US warns Buhari. Why? Why did the US say that? Let me remind you what we read this morning. Let me remind you. You see what we read right here. It says Nigeria's constitution provides for freedom of expression. The government's recent Twitter ban undermines Nigerians' ability to exercise this fundamental freedom and sends a poor message to its citizens, investors, and businesses. You hear that? You hear that? And then there is something they say here that I had picked up on. I want you to pick up on that. It says banning social media and curbing every citizen's ability to seek, receive, impart information undermines fundamental freedoms. Fundamental freedom. You know, that language came from UN's Universal Declaration of Human Rights. I think it's Article 19. That was the same article that Pastor Enoch Adiboye used to cite that he will not obey the ban because, according to him, he has a lot of worshippers in different countries of the world, right? So that Article 19 basically states that everybody has the right to seek, receive, impart information from any framework. I think they call it from any media. They call it media. You know, so, and then let me read this one. It said the path to a more secure Nigeria lies in more, not less communication, alongside concerted efforts towards unity, peace, and prosperity. You hear that? I read that earlier today, so that gives you a context for what this man. So let's read a couple of things he said. I will also give you the video. So let's start. Nigerians on social media have been lampooned veteran actor Yemi Solade for backing the Mohammed-led government on the recent ban on Twitter. On the recent Twitter ban. I don't know how you say his name. Solade had in an interview with Goldmine TV described the move as the best decision the presidency could have made. You hear that? This guy said it's the best decision of Buhari could have made, though. And then there's a couple of sentences in that video. You know what I will do? I will if I don't put that video here, I will put a link to that video, where you can see the entire video. The actor stated that the microblogging platform went too far by insulting Buhari and by extension Nigerians. You see that's what actually I watched the video. That's what he said. He said by insulting Buhari that this is what this guy said in that video. By insulting Buhari, Twitter has insulted all of us. How do you make that extension? How do you go from insulting one person to insulting the whole country? Didn't Twitter ban Trump? Did Twitter insult all Americans by banning Trump from Twitter? And Facebook banned Trump, right? Did Facebook insult the whole America? When I said Trump, I mean President Trump. He was still president. when he was banned. They deleted his account and banned him. Did they insult the whole 360 million people in the United States because one man said something stupid? One man incited violence and they banned him because inciting violence is against their guidelines, against their policy. They banned him. So does it mean if President Trump incited violence, then all Americans incited violence? That's what these guys are saying then. So if Buhari incited violence, does it mean all Nigerians incited violence? What kind of people are these? When these people talk, man, you just carefully analyze what they're saying. You wonder where did they crawl out of? These are the so-called educated Southerners. If you see him speaking, I think I should include the video. I'll include it here. That way you can get the whole picture. Okay, let's continue. He said, this is not the first time Twitter will try to humiliate Nigeria. It happened to Pastor Chris Oyakilome some years back. I think the white supremacist and imperialist tendency should be curbed sometimes. You see that? You see the same thing? He thinks Twitter humiliated Nigeria when some have banned Pastor Chris Oyakilome, whatever you say his name. See the same logic, the same backward logic. If that man did something in Twitter banned him, so that man is humiliating Nigeria and Nigerians. So one man goes in Twitter and does something, Twitter bans him. So Twitter is humiliating all Nigerians. Suppose I go to Twitter and do something wrong, or you listening to me, you go to Twitter, you do something wrong, Twitter bans you. Does it mean Twitter is humiliating all Nigerians since you are a Nigerian? What kind of thinking is this, man? What is wrong with these people, man? And then he said, I think the white supremacist and imperialist tendency should be curbed sometimes. What does white supremacist and imperialism has to do with this, man? What is he talking about? So he's going to sit in Nigeria, teach us, people that live here, about white supremacists, huh? Oh my God, man. Now you know why Fulani wrote the Constitution and imposed it on us. Because these people, they open their mouth and talk, they're talking rubbish. They can't think straight. You see what he says here? As much as I'm of the opinion that everybody has a right to expression and thoughts, but when a platform is used to want to foment trouble and project anarchy, there should be rules regulating such practices. In this case, a lot happens on Twitter. So is he making reference to Nnamdi Kanu now? He's basically repeating what Lai Mohammed has said. So he's turning everything up on that, turn it upside down. Do you remember why Twitter deleted President Trump's tweet and then banned him? Because he was inciting violence. Basically, he was preaching anarchy. You remember what they did in the how they stormed the capital? That's anarchy right there, the Capitol Hill. That's an anarchy situation there. So this man understands the word anarchy by what's his name, Buhari, going to Twitter talking nonsense, inciting violence, and then Twitter bans him. That leads to anarchy. Or is he referring to what Nnamdi? Yeah, sometimes Nnamdi kind of talks up his ass, but I don't think these white people are dumb. If Nnamdi kind of violates their rule, they will ban him too. In fact, I wish they ban him. But he can't just extend that to curbing people's freedom of speech. Because Mohammed is, your feelings are hurt because Buhari was banned. Or because one illiterate pastor was banned. And then you see what he said, I'm not really a Twitter fan. I do little on Twitter. I will want to align with that school of thought that says Twitter was not really helping. Nigeria has so many problems to contend with, and Twitter was not really helping the country. So Twitter created the problem in Nigeria, so they have to come and solve the problem. Why not blame Buhari and Obasanjo and all those leaders that created the problem in Nigeria? Tinubu. Concentrate on Tinubu. Concentrate on Obasanjo. Leave Twitter alone. Twitter didn't create our problems in Nigeria. Right? If Nigeria was working, Nigerians would be using Twitter. There would be no problem. Are Americans not using Twitter? America has problems too. So are you going to say Twitter causes American problems? What is wrong with these people, man? And then the next one, he goes, I support my president this time around, though. I'm not trying to double speak. But yes, you're double speaking. But I think it is a two-way thing. The best the presidency could do has been done for now. We don't know how long, but we hope the issue will be resolved and Twitter will begin to function in Nigeria. This guy is an idiot. I don't even know who he is. Maybe he's doing this to get relevance. You know, if you read it, if you go through what he's saying one by one, listen to him, it's not making any sense. Again, this is your typical Southerner, opening his mouth and running his stupid ass mouth. I bet you Buhari calls him and give him an appointment, he will run into there and take it, and then come out start castigating all of us. Look at him. Look like Judas incarnate. Run their stupid ass mouth, blowing grammar. But what you're saying is not coherent. What you say, it doesn't make any sense. Twitter will lead to anarchy. Banning, letting people use Twitter will lead to anarchy. Can you believe this? Can you believe this? Nigeria Constitution have, according to the American government, Nigeria Constitution has something there about. Remember what that thing I read? They have some. I guess Nigeria Constitution has some kind of article on freedom of expression and freedom of speech. And this man does not understand that. Does he know his constitution? Do you know one thing about Americans? You cannot invade their privacy. They will pick up a gun and fight you. Even their constitution have somewhere there that if the government you have is not doing something for you, if your government has turned tyrannical, you have the right to pick up the gun and overthrow it. It's in the American Constitution. So for you to know that, you have to pay attention to what your government is doing. Pay attention, understand your constitution. Does this guy understand the Nigerian Constitution? Is this guy smarter than the American government? Is he smarter than Canadian government? The government of Republic of Ireland? The government of Britain? What is there are a couple of other governments that came out. French government, he's smarter than all of them. Damn clown. Southern clown. Let me leave it there, man. I have another article. I have another thing I need to treat.